We would like to acknowledge that Beatrice Strong Public School is located on the traditional territory of the Mississauga First Nations.
Good morning, students and staff. Today is Tuesday, April 9th, 2019, day 4. Please stand for a moment of silence.
Dum 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 dum
Oh, Canada, our home and native land. True patriot love in all thy songs command. With glowing hearts, we see thee rise. Our true north, strong and free. Oh yeah. Whoa.
Everybody knows Canada rocks. We got great icons like Terry Fox. Ha! Beautiful places like the mountaintops. And even though the cold weather never stops, so many races from different places. Eating poutine is a daily routine. We got legendary women like Joni and Celine. Playing like Gretzky, living the dream.
From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God, keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh yeah, oh we stand on guard for thee. Oh yeah, we stand on guard for thee.
Oh, Canada, 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 Canada.
Please be seated. Here are today's announcements.
Here's an announcement from Mr. Stark. Remember that tomorrow is the Day of Pink. The Day of Pink is the International Day Against Bullying, Discrimination, Homophobia, Transphobia, and Transmisogyny across the world. We invite everyone to celebrate diversity by wearing a pink shirt. Here's an announcement from Mrs. Rice. 3-pitch workout today after school. Please begin stretching while you wait for your coaches.
Here's an announcement from Mrs. Rice. The Challenger Baseball Club will meet today at noon. Here's an announcement from Mrs. Redwood. Junior boys basketball team members are asked to meet Miss Redwood in her room 164 at first break today for a very short meeting. Thank you. Junior boys basketball team is reminded of practice tomorrow, Wednesday, after school from 3:30 to 4:30.
Here's an announcement from Mr. Mendler. Today's floor hockey games are Game 1 and Game 2, first 10 minutes, Toronto versus LA and Vegas versus Tampa Bay. Game 3 and Game 4, last 10 minutes, Ottawa versus Pittsburgh and Buffalo versus Montreal. This is the last chance for standings to be changed before the playoffs start. First round matchups are almost set. Playoffs will be the best of 2 out of 3 series. The finals will be best out of 2 out of 3, but will be full gym. Remember, hustle, don't tussle, and keep your twigs down.
Happy birthday to you.
Sorry for the birthday we missed yesterday. Happy birthday to Basil and Mr. Cumber's class. And there are no birthdays today.
Here's the quote of the day.
This is a quote of the day. It's hard to be a person who never gives up. A quote from Babe Ruth.
Now for our mindful moment.
Confidence is a funny thing. People sometimes assume it's about repeating a story in the mind over and over again. One that makes us look or feel really good. But the problem is, when we have an artificial confidence like this, it's always tinged with fear. What happens if it lets us down? What happens if we lose the storyline? What happens if doubt creeps in, that feeling of, am I living the right way? But there's a kind of confidence, you could call it quiet confidence, that's almost the opposite. It means letting go of all that stuff, putting down the old storylines. And when we let go of it, we experience something else. We experience vulnerability, uncertainty, and openness. But within that, somewhere, we discover quiet confidence. Perhaps it's just a byproduct of being willing to exist without those comforting stories. But the incredible thing is, because it's not separate from ourselves, we can't lose it. It's indestructible, and that's the beauty of it. To rest with that sense of vulnerability, not necessarily knowing, but at the same time being confident in not knowing. That's quiet confidence.
Hi, I'm Waylon.
I'm Tucker.
And have a great day, Beatrice Strong.